Hello friends, welcome to my channel, welcome back. If you are not new, I am coming to you with my October reading plans. Some of these books I have to read, some of them I don't have to read, but I would like to read because I'm taking part in 2 readathons. One is more specific, which is Gothtober, where I've played a game and the specific prompts, and Spookoplathon is Spookoplathon, should I say, is based off of Becca from Becca and the Books game of Booktours that she used to play, that was obviously based off Monopoly. Last year she did around a Spookoplathon and she brought it back around for this year. And for this one I'm going to do a roll as you go, and I've done my first roll, so I will show you what that is near the end. First off, we're going to go through what I need to read for reasons, for things. So the first up we have is A Stranger in the Mind by James Berrywood and S.L. Aspen, and this is, I'm not going to show you the, I was going to show you the finished cover, but I don't think that's been released yet. So this is the advanced reader copy cover, and this is a book that we're reading for the indie book tours, and it's our first foray away from sci-fi and fantasy. This is more like a thriller mystery one, and I've read the blurb and it's super exciting, and I'm gonna read it to you. 1920s Liverpool, Brownlow Hill Infirmary, where patients face a chilling choice and the body count rises. Dr. Aaron Knight, a psychiatrist with a sinister gift, offers a depraved deal. Detective Amelia Day, Liverpool's first female detective, races to unravel the coma cases before it's too late. And the coma cases is in like... So this sparked my interest. I've realised that when I used to say like, oh, I'm not a thriller girly, not a mystery detective girly, I do believe that I just suffered from a massive burnout from reading very mediocre reads back in 2016, 2017, when I just wanted to read for the sake of reading and I wasn't reading for enjoyment. So I got through the same reason why I used to say that I didn't like contemporary, because I think I just got burnt out of reading mediocre things and not really going with what I really enjoy or what sparked my interest. And this really has sparked my intrigue. And this came in a beautiful box, and it's got illustrations in it. I have tried to upload the unboxing onto my Instagram, but for some reason my Instagram keeps booting me out when I want to try and make a reel. I will try and get the unboxing of this up so you can see how it came. You can also see it on Chels from Not So Sticker Bookaholics channel. I think she's also put up an Instagram post. If you go to Not So Sticker Bookaholic, I think she put an Instagram post up, but yeah. There's also a couple of books that we need to read for the It's All About Fantasy Book Club. Both me and myself and I, me and Chels have both been very off recently. I was sick and she was sick, and then I was sick and then she was sick, and then we've both been busy with work, and it's just been a bloody nightmare. So it's not an excuse, it's just a reason why we didn't get to Legacy of Light. And there's no point us, because we are having, I'm so scared but also so excited for this, we are having Matthew Ward on for the last book, and in order for me to like fully get to grips with that, like in my brain, like I just think that in order for us to like have a proper conversation, I feel like we have to have read the book. And it was due to be on the live tomorrow, on the 1st of October, but we pushed it back to like next Tuesday, which gives me and Chels both a chance to finish this, because we are both partway through it, and I'm loving this just as much as I love the first 2. I just wish that I was able to get them in hardcovers. And also, Orbit, why would you get the book in a series without an audiobook? Why would you give me this? I don't understand. But there's that. There's also then we need to read Chasing Graves. So Chasing Graves was our September pick for a live show in October. So we're going to have to read this at some point in October. This is Bengali. This is a new series that we're reading. And then also I need to read in October for the live show in November is Grim Solace, which is book 2 in this series. And I say that sounds like a lot for one book club. However, I don't feel like it is, because this book is only like 450 pages. So that for me is not a lot. And I can get this on audio. I can get all this series on audio. Orbit. Getting a full series on audio. Who'd have thunk it? But yeah, those are the books I need to read for that book club. I got really behind on the Massalong and the Chronicles of Ixia read along, so I'm no longer taking part in them. I do still really want to read the Maria Snyder books, but I will have to wait till a later date to read them. However, I do have my pick for my 12 books, 12 prompts. I'll put the little spinny wheel here. I took a screenshot, and for this one, I got Daniela from Daniela Reads, and her pick was Project Hail Mary, and then the prompt was a book with dragons and wyverns. So, Project Hail Mary, I don't have a physical copy of yet, so I will leave it here. I'm excited for this. I loved The Martian by Andy Weir. I've been wanting to get into Project Hail Mary, and the other one is Artemis. I really want to pick both of these up, so this just gives me the push. I've heard nothing but good things about Project Hail Mary, so I'm super excited to get to this. And then the prompt-wise, I'm not sure what I want to pick. I was thinking maybe finally getting around to book 2 of the Dragon Spirit series by Ellen McRae, but that is a chunky book, and I want to dedicate time to that because I loved book 1 so much. I don't think I have any shorter books that have dragons or wyverns in, but we shall see. That one I'll have to pick up on the fly. I do also want to finish The Art of Prophecy that I started. That was one of Chelsea's picks that I asked her to pick for last week's, well, for last week vlog. I didn't get to finish that book, which was frustrating. My reading near the back end of the month has just been all over the place. And also, Our Wives Beneath the Sea is Gem's pick. I do have that available on audio, and I do also really want to read this because it sounds like something that will give me the eerie vibes that I want. I'm not 100% sure the writing style would be for me, but we're going to give it a go. And then that means that I've fully ticked off their picks, and the rest of Gem's picks can go in my November reading, or the back end of October, maybe. I don't know. I might do a spooky vlog just for Gem's picks. Also, I did show you the Art of Prophecy. The Art of Prophecy is this. Stunning, broken binding edition. And that goes on the pile. Next up, we have the picks. I have 3 books that I need to read for BBMYA, but they are not due until, I want to say December. So I am tentatively putting those 3 books on my October picks. I can't tell you what they are. You're not allowed to say while you're reading them. But if I can't fit them in this month, I'm not going to pressure myself because it's my birthday month. I will push them back to November. It's not a big deal. I don't have any other plans for November. In October, I do have a few days where I will be in London just after my birthday with Gem, and then we're meeting Livy and Fee on the Saturday, we're meeting Meg and Chloe on the Friday night. So, not much reading, if any, will get done while we're in London. So, yeah, if it needs to get pushed back, it needs to get pushed back. I then have 2 other Booktour books that I need to read. There's the God's Blood Tragedy by Bill Adams. That is for another Indie Booktours tour. And there's a Metamancer by William Izard. That's an audiobook, and I can get through that really quickly. So those are books that I need to get to for one reason or another. But yeah, we then played Gothtober game. I love playing this. I think this is the 3rd year that I've played this. We'll now go to past Lisa, where she picked the things for the game. So let's go and play the game. Play the game. It's loading. Loading. There we go. So, what is this? A hand, a swirly thing that looks a bit like a snake. Fuck knows. Robot. What do we go for? Snake. Anchor. Leaf. No idea what this is. I think I'm gonna go for the leaf. A moth. Some kind of salt thing. And it looks like a crab. A crab. Meep, 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 meep. I think I'm gonna go for the salt thing. Ooh, hazardous. Rocket again? No? No idea what that is. I think I'm just gonna go for the thing, but I have no idea what it is. Let's just throw it to the wolves. Oh, the Illuminati. No idea what that is. And then we have a heart with something bitten out of it. Will that have something to do with vampires, maybe? Or monsters that eat people? Maybe? And we've got to go for that because that looks like a crystal thing. Oh, okay. Read a book based off your zodiac sign. Oh God. Right. Okay. So, read a book with ancestry as a key theme. Humans are delicious. Read a book with an age monster. Non-human love interests. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. We can work with this. So, as you can see, I had a lot of fun playing that game. Also, I'm a little bit nervous. Because some of the prompts are quite specific and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to fill them. I want to try and probably twist them a little bit. And I'll explain how I'm twisting them as we go along. So, these numbers are not going to be in ordering of any kind. So, a book with green on the cover, which was prompt number 2, that is going to be the Godblood Tragedy by Bill Adams, because there's plenty of green on this cover. 3, Apothecaries, Plant Medicine and Spiritual Healing. I'm going to use a Metamancer because the cover gives me potiony vibes. If I find another one that fits it better, I will pick that one instead. And then the next is read a book with ancestry as a key theme. Now this, I'm going to struggle with, potentially. However, I have thought maybe, because vampire books tend to have a lot of history behind them, because obviously vampires are old. I am stretching this to the limit. I'm thinking of reading The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Heron. Is this also because it's spooky season and I want to read a vampire book? Yes. Is this also because this is a chonker? I know this, but I want to continue reading about some of the characters from the Serpent and Dove series to see how they've developed. Also, yes, this was staring at me and I really want to read this. But it has, like, vampires in. That's what I'm gonna say about that prompt anyway. Okay? And if they don't let me stretch it, I'll just cry. Now what? And then we've got Humans Are Delicious, read a book with an aged monster, and a non-human love interest. And now, you might be thinking, you could potentially also still use this book because of vampires. And you know, it fits for all 3 of those. However, me being me, there is also a book that plenty of people I know have read, and people have been screaming, crying, throwing up about this book, and I feel like major FOMO. And I know that book 3 is coming out soon, although it's like a set of duologies. I really just want to be on the hype train. So I'm considering reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which has, I don't know if it's Hesperines or Hespertines. I've heard it being pronounced in 2 different ways. Don't know where the T came from, but I think it might be Hesperines, that are kind of like vampire creatures, but different, I think. That's what we're going to do for that one. Okay? Yeah. And then we've got LGBTQ plus rep, BIPOC rep, and disability rep. So for these 3, I'm just going to read the books that I'm reading, and if it has this rep in, then great. Obviously, The Art of Prophecy, it's a BIPOC author, so it is what it is. The thing about this is I want to still read things that I'm going to enjoy. I don't just want to pick a book just because it fits a prompt, or just because it fits a certain category, do you know what I mean? And obviously, I'm already reading and really enjoying this, so this already fits the prompt. And then we're going to go into my Spookoplathon rolls. So, as you can see, a book with a face on the cover came up, which could be plenty many books that I have. But I think for this one, I am going to pick Grim Solace, because although she has a scary face, she dear. There we go. There are, in typical me fashion, a few things that I want to read for various things. So you will have seen that before this video, I showed you all my Butterfly Book Club box books that I have, which is 14, and I'm going to be reading a couple. I don't know if it's going to be a couple a month or a couple just for each vlog that I do. For October, I'm just going to stick to 2 because of what other things I have to read. But for each vlog I do, I'm just going to pick 2 books that I want to read until I get through the ones that I've got. So, for those, I will put the little spinny wheel up here that I did. First one that came up was Spindle of Sin by Candice Robinson and Amber Ardwell. And I've just realised, is that a tail? Oh, it is. Oh my god, look at that. I didn't realise that then. But obviously, it's some kind of Sleeping Beauty retelling situation. Possibly, maybe. And then Spinning Wheel came up again, and did I need this to come up in this particular month? No. But Rise of the Cinderfair came up, which, stunning. Absolutely great. Looks small, but it's got girth. And the size is scaring me. Just a wee bit. Saying that, it says it's only 640 pages, but friends, why would you do this to me? Make it wider so that it can be thinner and like less scary looking. Why would you make such a girthy boy? I don't understand. I do understand. And again, because it's me, so those are going to come up in a vlog at some point. And then again, because it's me, there are 2 other books that I want to get to this month, because they are 2 authors that I really enjoy, and they kind of also fit the vibe of the spooky season. So The Monsters We Feed by Thomas Howard Riley. I have had this on my shelves for ages, and he's also sending me a novella. I love his writing. I love We Break Immortals, and I did a whole 72-hour reading challenge where I tried to read the full thing physically. Within like 72 hours, and it was a big boy, and I ended up tabbing and annotating part of it, and yeah, it was a ride. I will leave it linked somewhere. So this isn't as big, so thank you for that, Thomas. But yeah, it's a Lumina world story. The morning before he found the dead body, Jathan Algavin thought he had his whole life just the way he wanted it. He knows his city inside and out and doesn't bother carrying a sword, trusting his wits and his fists well enough to get by, even hustling extra coin and by rattling out loathsome magi to the law for execution. He and his sister Lyra have watched out for each other ever since the day they were orphaned by the bloodthirsty rogue sorcerer. And now they finally have steady work, good friends, and the freedom to spend every night laughing at the bottom of a bottle. But nothing lasts forever. When he stumbles across a brutal murder, Jesse discovers a strange crystal lens that opens his eyes to an invisible world of magic and terror lurking just beneath the surface of his own, making him question everything he thought he knew. And that's where I'm going to leave it, because there is a little bit of synopsis, but that's where I'm going to leave it. If the writing in this is anything like the style of We Break 'Em Alls, there's going to be some themes in here that are going to pack a punch, and I'm so excited. Another one is a small one, and this is Deathless by Rob J. Hayes. This is one of the Kickstarter books that I got, and this is one of the novellas. There's Deathless and Demon, which are the novellas, and there is Herald, which is the behemoth of a weapon. I want to read this first. There is a reading order that's preferred, I think. I think it's Deathless, then Demon, and then Herald. I think that's what he says. Am I going to say this wrong? But this is the trilogy of trilogies situation. And he's absolutely crazy for doing this. But I'm going to lap it up because it's Rob J. Hayes. And that, my friends, is everything that I would physically read. In between that, obviously, there are going to be potentially, I say obviously, there's potentially going to be some manga, some cozy mysteries. Oh, I didn't tell you what prompt 1 for Gothtober is going to be. So, it's pick a book that's based on your star sign, is that what it says? Zodiac sign. I am going to really stretch this to a point where I just don't know if it's going to work, but I am reading a lot of fantasy, a lot of dark books, a lot of thick books. So, Libra, the zodiac sign, is a scale. So scale is all about balance. And to balance out all of this, I'm either going to read a few shorter books, or like a few cozy mysteries, or a few cute contemporaries that's going to balance out the heavy darkness of these books. So, up there for thinking, down there for dancing, and if that's too much of a stretch, apologies. It is what it is, and I think that I did well to stretch it. So, yay for me. Anyway, I'm going to go now. If you do like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And if you are here and you want to let me know you're here, but you don't have anything to say, please do a block heart, very much appreciated. And until next time, enjoy whatever you're reading, what you're not doing, and I'll see you all very soon. And also, I realised that we haven't addressed the elephant in the room. I sound like shit, so apologies for giving you 20 minutes of this. But yeah, bye.